I need to drop it back in there quickly.
Sounds good. Dave, was there anything else in the room of interest, like on the other shelves or tables?
Yeah, just a bunch of useless hocus pocus
Okay.
crap on necromantic magic and dragons, and a bunch of tin and copper utensils that pretty much have bear no value whatever, or
Okay.
anything like that. Very nice.
And I think I might have just found a dangerous toy.
That's possible. You guys want to take a really quick 5-minute break, real quick?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can give you a
Sounds good.
You want to stay where you are and hold it where you are while I go check out this passage to the north.
Yeah, north.
Might-
The passage goes north, so.
They might have you go in first if there's looks like there's danger, since you're holding the stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
Is everyone back?
I think so.
Yep.
So the path does continue to the north, Omi.
I'm gonna slowly walk up to here, checking for traps as I go, and then try to look into this room.
Familiar area. You can see that on the eastern wall there is the room that you had actually seen and found from the hall, and this is where the area seemed to dampen magic. As your vision, especially with you being with your dark vision, it doesn't you're not able to see as you would be able to normally.
I'm gonna take one more step into the room and try to see if I can see a little more.
Okay. You can see a little bit more, absolutely.
Okay. I look
Seems like
behind
you-
me and say, guys, stay
Seems like you
close.
see about 10 feet or so. Not very far at all.
Is Xiphus with us?
Is Zypha still on break?
We'll walk him up.
I was
behind
gonna
us. Yeah, we'll walk him up behind us.
That's cool.
Because I think you got to go in about 40 minutes, don't you, Will?
I actually don't have to be until 9:30 tonight.
Sweet.
I made a deal with one of
the
my
devil.
coworkers.
Oh, okay.
I
So there you
wanna
go.
keep moving a little bit over, trying to see a little bit more, checking for traps as I go, making sure I'm not stepping on anything. or
As I
tripping
come in,
anything.
does the kind of like a light thing from, like, is the little acid pool or whatever kind of producing any light?
Yeah. Well, see, here's a body that's on the ground. It's like a pile of flesh, and it is inanimated. You can also see that, as you're moving around, you can see that this chamber has walls that are basically painted what looks like you may be inside of a dragon lair. And this is painted on the smooth stone surface of this area. Now, as you enter the chamber, several things start to happen, Omi and everyone else. There are on the walls these blue glyphs that start to glow on the wall. I mean, they literally start to glow and lighten the room into like a dimly lit state. Now, what else happens? And you can see that the runes are these 3, 5-foot wide runes are glowing on the wall. And it looks like all of these etchings and paintings are on the wall. It looks like it is a 100%, giant, or like a giant dragon's lair. Some of the scenes are, some robed acolytes that are bowing towards the dragon. There are bound prisoners being served up as meals. You can see that there is a sacrificial altar that is part of this beautifully seen portrait, and you can see that there are dead bodies around the altar. One of the acolytes holding up the head with blood dripping out of this. But it seems like all of this is one huge chamber, one huge lair for a dragon. And you can see that there are 4 bodies on the ground. And they're dead bodies. Could be part of the scene. In the center of the room, there is a circle that's been etched into the floor, and it has a lot of looks like a lot of wear and tear on it, and it is pulsing a very light type of colors like blacks and purples and greens and whatnot. And there is a thick metal rod that is inscribed with these glowing sigils and runes on it, that is in the middle of the circle, protruding up from the ground. And like I said, these dead bodies, they're humanoid. Looks like they're stitched together from various parts. Probably from they're stitched together. They're all 4 bodies, but it looks like the 4 bodies have kind of had parts switched around between one another.
Are they fresh? Are they rotted? Or
oh, they definitely stink. It definitely stinks in here. It smells of death. But these corpses are no, they're not. They're lifeless. But they are in draconic in nature. So basically, it's a couple of dragonborns and a couple of kobolds that are kind of mixed and matched with. There's a kobold head on a freaking dragonforged body, and then there's the arms of on the kobold. So there's these huge knuckle draggers on a little short kobold body, and it's just crazy.
Hey, Dave, could you share that map with me again? I got kicked out of Fantasy Grounds a little bit ago.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Steamy, do you want to drop that shit on one of these things? We've already run into animated dead.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna kind of stay where I'm at.
Maybe the far one?
I was gonna do it on the one right over here to my left.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna kick it lightly to see if there's any response.
Sure. Now, as you kick the corpse and as you drop the fluid on top of this kobold slash. Okay. What do you now? How much are you manipulating of it? All of it, or just a little bit, or what? So I know. Because I thought you said you were just going to drop it all on there and see what happened.
Okay.
That's how I took it. But
okay. I guess I'll
let me know.
Put the majority of it back in the cauldron, set the cauldron on the floor, pick up a little bit of it, and then drop it on the zombie.
Okay.
The dead body here.
Okay, so on the dead body, that's the one that Xiphus is at as well, right?
No, it's the one directly to my west.
Zombie 1.
Okay. Yeah, so the first corpse there. So as you do that, 2 things happen. All of the lifeless corpses start to animate.
Oh.
Yeah, and the glyphs, and you can see that there's a light coming from down here as well. I'm going to move this little rune. There's a very bright light coming from what appears to be another alcove in the wall to the south. All right? And that is really brightly lit. And all of this happens at the same time. So as you kick this body, you dump the fluid, you lose control of it, it splashes on the zombie, it sizzles, it brings that zombie to life, and as that happens, all of the other lifeless bodies start to animate, and these globes that are on the wall intensify, and now the room goes from a dimly lit room to a brightly lit room. And we are rolling initiative.
Oh, I was going to try to snap something off, but that's fine. That's fine.
Ooh, nice. Out of 21.
What does this fluid do to the zombie?
It's sizzled and smoked a little bit, I think you said.
It did. It sizzled and smoked and animated this thing, sort of like you brought it to life, almost. And then in turn, that's when the room started glowing more intensely, and the room went from a dimly lit room to a brightly lit room. The rune in the middle of the floor, it also intensified, and these bodies now came to life, and they're starting to moan. They're licking their chops as they are now standing up. Everybody has rolled initiative, and Omi, you are first. No, Steamy title looks like.
Steamy. Yep.
So Steamy, you're up first.
Hey, did it look like the concoction I dropped on it? It didn't look like it did any damage or anything to it.
No, in fact, it may have triggered all of this and started these things coming to life. You're not really too sure what happened. Everything kind of happened so quickly, and with the intensification of the lights and everything getting super bright, you're not too sure what has happened.
Okay. Oh, just for the record at this point, the one tile south of me, that's kind of where I'm leaving the little cauldron, Halloween bucket-like thing that has the remainder of the liquid in it, and then I'm gonna kind of go up to this zombie right in front of me and give it a whack.
How about I give you a little black dot? Put that black dot where you want the cauldron to be. Okay, sounds good. All right, there you go. You put it on the wall. There you go. So Steamy, you attack the living zombie as it looks like it's starting to slash out at you. And you hit it with a 16 versus armor class. And as you hit it, rotten flesh falls, it kind of slurps and slops on the ground, and you break several of the stitches from the arms and legs that are all stitched together. You hit it for 7 damage. Very nice. Yeah, it just takes the shot and just kind of shrugs it off, and it looks like you have its attention. So go ahead and take any other movement you like, and Xiphus, you're up. As this creature. Oh, yep. Go ahead and do your offhand attack, Steamy.
Yeah, the unarmed strike. Yeah.
All right, that is a hit as well. Go ahead and roll damage. And Xiphus, you are up now. Nice offhand damage. Very good. This thing stands up in front of you.
Alright, I'm going to try to snap off a firebolt at the guy in front of me.
Brains. Now, you're going to do that with disadvantage, so you're going to, seeing that you're using a ranged attack.
Okay.
At the bottom left-hand corner, hit the DIS button.
Got it.
It will roll that with disadvantage. Anytime you do a spell attack, range attack. Ooh, wow. So basically, your spell backlashes and misfires, and basically just dribbles out the end of your hand or your staff, whatever you use as your implement.
Just not a manly strike at all.
No, it's not. So you get the double miss. So it's
all right.
So you can take movement if you'd want. I mean, you'll take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna skirt around him right here and just try to defend
out of everybody's
best I can.
I like it. All right, sounds good. Let's go to Omi. You're up now.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I see Xiphus in trouble up here with this one, so I'm gonna move in to here and try to slash at this zombie with my short sword.
Absolutely.
Do you do the flanking thing, Deb?
No.
Or no? Okay.
No, I don't do any optional stuff from the DMG. The only thing that I do is I allow you guys to have more than one inspiration.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's good with me.
I rolled a 3 and hit him. Is that right?
You hit. That is absolutely correct. 8. Yeah.
Yes.
You hit. These things aren't the most dexterous, and they have no armor, so
they're stitched together body parts.
They're just they're animated stitchings of flesh and parts from kobolds and dragonborn. So yeah, you hit this thing for 11 damage. Very nice.
Here's my offhand.
Bury it. You bury it. You know, and as you bury your weapons into the flesh of this, you can just hear it, and it's like a muted "ugh" as this thing kind of makes a noise. "Ugh.
Nice.
Ugh."
You're saving that for some time of this adventure, right?
Yeah. Morbane, you're up.
All right, Morbane was going to help out, but since you guys took care of that one, I'll move over here and I'll help Steamy out. Ray of Frost over here towards this zombie.
Sounds good. You hit. Very nice damage. All right. So these Stitchling zombies are now going to attack. So Steamy, you're going to be attacked by the one that is on you as it tries to slam you. Wow.
Yay!
Just drops its arm.
Basically, yeah, that's basically what happens is he swings for the fences, his head rolls off of his shoulders, you hear a uh-oh, and then he bends down and picks up the head and kind of sticks it back on and kind of jiggles it back and forth. And he should be ready to go next round as he's adjusting his head. Alright, so the next zombie, he does slither his way up. These things are very slow. Looks like he's coming towards you, Steamy.
Oh boy!
Next, the zombie that's on, that you three are around. This thing has been, the attention has been caught by Omi that, you know, buried his two weapons in the back of his, you know, into his back. So this thing turns around and tries to slam Omi. And he attacks. He misses so horribly. I mean, it's like the Matrix in slow motion. You're just able to duck down as he swings and misses. Oh boy, these zombies have horrible sounds. All right, next this last zombie comes up to here and is able to get in within range of Steamy as he also tries to slam Steamy. He does hit.
Ah!
Ouch.
Ooh, and he hits you for max damage of 7. I like how when it hits, Steamy goes, "Damn it!"
Damn it.
Great thing about no push to talk. It's great.
Yeah.
You knew it. All right, so Steamy, you get hit for a total of 7 bludgeoning damage, and now you're covered with this stink and rotten blood and just crap from this Stitchling. All right, so Steamy, we're up to round 2. You're up now.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to take my staff and try and finish off the first zombie I hit.
Okay.
You need
hit.
echo
Very
effect in
nice.
your voice, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I need something like that.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
good.
nice. Wow. This zombie has gone down. You've done enough damage to it to take it down. Now, what I need to do is go ahead and you can go ahead and do any movement that you'd like.
I was going to want to
Steamy.
hit the guy that hit me with my unarmed at this point.
Sure. Yeah, you hit with an 11. You bash him with your offhand. You hit him. Wow, very nice. Max damage again. You hit him. Anything else that you'd like to do?
I would like to run away, but I don't want to get offy. So
you'll get one. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, but I mean, you've been wounded as well, so
yeah. I'll just kind of put up my quarterstaff defensively, I guess. Even though I don't even though I know I don't get the extra AC, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just draw my dagger and try to stab in the back of his head as he's attacking Omi.
All right, Xiphus, go for it.
Hang on, that does not count.
That's a hit. Very nice. I'm sorry. I forgot we have push to talk. I'm just kind of laughing at myself and my rolls. Sorry about that. All right, so Xiphus, you plunge the dagger in, and you do a total of 4 damage to this.
All right. Then I'm just holding tight.
All right. Seems like you've also got this thing's attention as it starts to kind of spin around towards you. Omi, what say you?
Alright, I'm gonna keep attacking this one in front of me.
Get his attention, Omi. Get his attention. Yes.
As you plunge your weapon into its back again. Very nice. Yeah, this zombie also falls to the ground.
I look
Nice.
at Omi and do a little slight nod, like, hell yeah.
Now that I got the heat off Xiphus,
Yes.
I'm gonna move into here and target the southmost zombie with my offhand dagger attack, and try to draw the zombie's attention to take some heat off of Steamy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Brains. That's a hit. Somebody's got dogs.
Yeah, 1 point.
1 damage,
Yeah.
okay. Anything else for you, Amy?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So, Morvain, you're up.
All right. That guy up by... Well, that guy by Xiphus is dead, right?
Dead.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll shift down here.
He's
We'll do a
down.
ray of frost on the zombie that just hit Steamy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Get
Very nice. So, as you notice, you start to notice this first dead zombie. It starts to stand back up.
Oh,
as
no.
you're casting the spell. Yeah.
oh shit, kebabs.
So yeah, the one
should've
that's by
ran.
Steamy, yeah, it starts to stand back up. All right, so now your spell is a miss. That's a oh no, it's actually a hit with an 18. You do 3 damage to it.
Yep.
All right. Anything else? Take any other movements?
Nope.
All
Be
right.
right there.
Zombie's going to attack you. This is the northernmost zombie. Is going to attack Omi. Is going to slam its fist into you, hitting with a 22. Very nice. Omi, you are going to take 5 damage. The next zombie is the one that's up top. It does not do anything. It still stays lifeless on the ground.
Is it regenerating and like coming back to life though?
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The zombie that just now stood back up in front of Steamy attacks.
Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit.
A 7. As he misses and part of his face falls off. You know, part of the right side of its face falls off. All right, so Steamy, you're up now. Nope, the last. Let's see. The last. Well, there's one zombie that did not get a chance here. This zombie here is let's see. It's kind of torn. It doesn't know what it wants to do, so I'm going to do a D4. 1 and 2, it'll attack Omi. So it does. It turns towards Omi and attacks. So it's also going to slam out towards you. And it crit misses. So that's it.
Another lost head.
Yeah. I don't know what part of its body kind of falls off. You tell me.
D4.
Let's see. Its left leg falls off.
Sure, I like it. He's kind of hobbling now on one leg. Back to the top of the order. Steamy Tide, you're up.
Okay, so one thing I actually want to make sure of, Dave, because I just noticed this. On my monk weapons, aren't I supposed to be adding my dexterity to the damage?
Yep.
You should be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I haven't been doing that at all, so
Okay.
let me fix that real quick. And
I'm surprised Fantasy Grounds isn't doing it automatically.
Well, it has it automatically set to like base, and I guess
Yeah,
since
base
most
is
of my
strength. Yeah, it just wasn't changed because he, as a monk, he gets to add his. He used to, gets to do dex instead. So
True that.
Okay, so now I'm gonna
especially
whack this guy.
seeing the
because-
quarterstaff isn't it's not a finesse weapon, so that's why as being his monk weapon and his martial arts ability, he can use either strength or dex, whatever's higher. So
Right.
he
Oh,
has
yeah,
the
but-
option of being a strength or dex monk, which is pretty cool.
And I guess that's also why I wasn't doing it for the thrown dart, because you could still use strength for that.
Yep. Anything like no, it would be that's considered a ranged weapon. So, well, no, I think that throwing hammer and throwing axe are the exceptions. I think.
Yeah,
To
they're
ranged
because they're
weapons.
listed as thrown
Yeah.
weapons. No. But anyway,
Yeah.
I am gonna whack the guy that just stood back up. God
Wow.
dang it.
So as you totally miss him, and you actually almost fall prone as you start to slip in all of the slimy flesh that's falling off of his body and the the bodily fluids that are everywhere. You're kind of slipping and sliding, but you regain your balance and you do not fall. So,
still
Xiphus,
got my
you're up
weapon.
now.
I got the fire in the eyes after I'm released from harm's way, and I'm gonna firebolt the guy in front of Steamy as hard as I possibly
Okay.
can.
Now, add a -2 on there as well, so we'll just take it off because of all of the people in the way. But your attack is a 4, which is a miss. So we'll just deduct the 2.
Oh,
It's
I thought
horrible.
my diagonal was unencumbered. It didn't matter anyway. Continue.
All right.
And I was actually also gonna do the unarmed strike as well. But
Yeah, but you critically fumbled, so you
Yeah,
basically
true.
forfeit. Yeah.
yeah.
So as for Xiphus, you can take any movement if you'd want to. You have all your movement you can take still.
All right, yeah. When I see that I miss, I'm going to
You're gonna do a
cruise.
better tactical position, maybe.
I'm gonna cruise right here, next
Okay.
to
Omi, you're up now.
Morvan.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna move down next to Steamy and try to hit this one at the southernmost zombie that got back up with my short
Okay.
sword.
It'd be cool if you put Pile as your last name instead of Tide.
Bam.
Steamy Pile. That would be good.
Bam.
Nice, nice
That's my
hit.
That's my first crit ever.
Wow, that's actually really nice. So you get to add sneak attack on there and attack that zombie that just stood up.
This is
Couple
gonna hurt.
seconds prior. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, this thing goes down. Poof, it just falls down.
Yes.
And I'll use my offhand to attack the one just to the left of me.
Okay, sounds good. Very nice hit for another 4 damage. You've gotten its attention.
Hopefully this zombie stays down.
Yeah, right. Morvain, anything? Omi, you can go ahead and take any other movement. Morvain, you're up now.
All right. Gonna move over to this position here, and gonna hit
Okay.
this one to the left of Omi with Ray of Frost again.
Sure. The one up top or the one on the left?
One right up here on the top. Zombie number 2.
Sounds good. Clear shot. Nice hit. Roll damage. Alright, takes 4 more damage. The other zombie is now lifeless on the ground.
Does that one show any signs of getting back up?
Not that you can see, no. No, not that you can see.
Good.
I hate
Looks like
zombies.
it's the last of his 9 lives have been used. So we're gonna go ahead and slash on smashing attack on Omi, which is a miss with a 14 versus AC. And every time you guys hit these zombies as well, the room just intensifies a little bit more, and it gets brighter and brighter. And in this alcove to the south, you can see that, especially where you're at, Omi, and where you're at up here, Morvain, it looks like a room that is just massively full of treasure. And even on the walls,
Holy crap.
even on the walls, it looks like there are piles of treasure that are, carved and colored onto the walls, part of the scene that you're in.